everybody, I thought it was time to do a video sharing my favorite mascaras because things have changed a little bit where my favorites are concerned, so I thought an update was in order. I know a lot of people start their hair videos and their skin videos sharing their skin and hair types. Well, for this I'll share my lash type. It is not good, naturally. I have short lashes. I have not a real good amount of thickness in my lashes. I feel like without curling them when they're just, start of the day, I'm starting to put my makeup on, I feel like they practically point down just a bit. So I always curl them for a good 15 seconds before I apply my mascara. Also, what am I looking for in a good mascara? I want it to be thickening, lengthening. I want it to not make my lashes super hard and brittle. If possible, if it could nourish my lashes a bit and sort of put some good things back into my lashes, that would be great. I definitely want it to wear really well throughout the day, not be flaking or smudging underneath my eyes or anything like that. So I've got a lot of needs where my mascaras are concerned, and I've got some very high standards. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. Now, this one and my other mascara have actually taken out one of my former high-end favorites, which was Lancome Hypnose. Still think it's a great mascara, but I found two here that I just think are the bomb. So, Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I have it on right now, and just to let you know, I have no false eyelashes on today, and this mascara has been on, all my makeup has been on for 11 hours. Went through a full work day, came home, wanted to shoot this so badly. So, yeah, this says a 4-in-1 clinically proven natural mascara, claims to increase lash volume by 424%. So I could go through and read a bunch more, but what I want to tell you is this. This mascara is a great combination of a fantastic formula and a really great brush. When you put this on your lashes actually remain so lightweight and flexible. So they don't feel like sticks, which mean they're less likely to just be brittle and break right off. So I feel like my lashes are being nourished with this mascara. I really love this brush. I love that it is a really thick brush. It's not the most gigantic brush in the world, so it's fairly easy to control. It has a small tip that allows you to get into the very inner corners very nicely. And I just love the way it goes on and it stays, because I put this also on my lower lashes, and I tell you guys what, I'm not kidding. I didn't even have to go in with a Q-tip before this video. 11 hours my makeup has been on. Nothing has come down here that I've had to correct. The other high-end one that is actually really similar to this one in that it doesn't give you those brittle, really hard lashes, but it's the Mally Volumizing Mascara, and this also comes in a fantastic waterproof version as well. But it has a kind of similar brush. The only thing, I mean, it's similar in size and just kind of the way it is. It's a little more spiraled around, and the tip is not quite as tapered. But still, this is a great mascara for getting that volume. It might thicken even just a little bit more than this one does, but maybe doesn't provide quite as much definition as Tarte. So maybe put Tarte here and Mally like right about here. This is also a great long wearer. Even the non-waterproof version, the one I'm holding here, does well on upper and lower lashes. Good for volume, good for length, and it wears just all day just fine. First one that I love a lot is the Almay One Coat Nourishing Mascara Triple Effect. One side of this brush has longer bristles. That's the top part that I'm showing you. And the other side, the bottom part there, has very short bristles. So you're getting a lengthening effect and a thickening effect. I love the formula on this. It actually reminds me a lot of these two in that the formula is not super wet. It's actually borderline just a little bit dry, maybe a hint drier than those other two. So it really builds volume on each and every lash. These are mascaras that when I want a big lash look, I'm going to reach for one of these. I don't mess around with natural looking mascaras because that's not what I want. So this one is fantastic. If I'm wanting, just to get a really nice thick look or a lengthened look, I can achieve it with that one. Voluminous Carbon Black. There's one little catch with this one, and it's that sometimes, you know how with certain mascaras, you hear people say, well, you use it for a while and after a couple weeks, it dries out just slightly and then it's perfect. Well, I still like voluminous, even though it comes into that category for me. It's really good after a couple of weeks. It's not so good fresh out of the tube. The brush is very similar to the brush from the Mally mascara, a little bit similar to the Tarte Lights Camera lashes. So you can get some mega big lashes with the voluminous Carbon Black. Just keep in mind, the formula might be a little wet when you first get it, so you have to work with it a little while before it gets to be just right for you. Sometimes when people are asking me for drugstore mascara recommendations, the request is very specific and it's something that doesn't flake or smudge throughout the day. Generally, what I gear people toward is the CoverGirl Lash Blast because I think it wears so well throughout the day. I really have not had any smudging or flaking issues with this kind of mascara. I mean, it's going to really stay on there until you take it off, and the brush, while it is big, I still think it separates nicely. It might not do as much for my lashes as some of the other ones that I've mentioned, but it wears wonderfully and you don't have to feel like, oh, I have to get a waterproof version for this to last. It will still last a really long time. Now, I happen to have Lash Blast Fusion on hand, which is in the purple tube. Some people swear by this. Some people say the regular Lash Blast in the orange tube is best. Frankly, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I think it comes down to whether you like purple or orange better in terms of the color of the tube, because these don't really perform any differently for me, one from the other. I do think it provides some nice length and definition, not as much, thickness and volume maybe, but it will be a workhorse for you and last throughout the whole day. I think it's great to have a lower lash mascara, and Maybelline Lash Discovery has worked great for me. The brush is teeny tiny, so you're dealing with a very small brush that's going to reach out and grab those lashes, whether it be in the inner corner of your upper lashes or right down in here. It can take multiple coats. I do not have smudging issues with this mascara, and I also don't have issues with it getting clumpy either. No matter what mascara really appealed to you out of what I talked about, this is a great one to have as well because you can use it on the lower lashes and it performs very well. So those are my current favorite mascaras. Feel free to share in the comments section below what your favorite mascara is right now. What worked for me may not work perfectly for you, but these are the ones that I look to really plump up my lashes, make them big and bold, and also get me through a work day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
For some reason, whenever this drying rack is out, Cupcake feels the need to climb it. And she usually gets herself into some kind of trouble.